Alrighty guys, figured I'd give you an update. I've had a couple emails and I've had a couple Facebook messenger messages on stuff that is available and stuff that's gone. Mark has claimed that 550, so that's no longer on the chopping block. This G466 or whatever it's called, John has claimed that, so I'm waiting for his check to come and then I can box this up and ship that out to him. I'm gonna have to find a box for that, and I gotta find a box for that 550. Guess I figured out what I'm going to do with the 394. Super Dave, me and Super Dave decided to do. Super Dave's an awesome guy. He got a hold of me. Guess he doesn't come across 90 plus cc saws where he's at, and this thing's in pretty decent shape for its age. And he wanted this, so me and him are doing some horse trading. And he's sending me a couple saws, and I'm sending him this. And then the ones, I'll probably sell the one saw I'm getting from him, and then the other one I'll probably build and sell. And then I've been talking back and forth. I got to dig through my emails. Everything got buried. I was talking to a guy through email on this. I don't know if it's set in stone yet or not, but I think this 660's been claimed. I'll have to later on tonight or something, when I'm sitting there with Dad watching a movie or whatever, I'll have to thumb through the emails and give this guy a message and find out if that's a for sure thing. But I got more parts in, and this is another place I get parts from. Right here's a complete gasket and seal kit for that 460 that I picked up on trade the other day. I ain't done nothing with it yet. It's still sitting right there. That needs to be rebuilt, and bluesaws.com hooked me up with that. So thank you very much. If you guys are looking for saws like this, I mean, if you're into the clones, I don't think they deal with Neotech, but I know for sure they deal with Blue Saws, hence the name. So if you're looking for any of them Blue Thunder series saws or whatever, I'm sure you guys could contact them and tell them that I sent you over there or whatever, and I'm sure that he would be more than gladly to help you out. He's helped me out tremendously with some of my builds, especially if I'm not looking for OEM parts. I've used, don't know what brand these are, but I've used these before and had no problems. So, don't know what brand they are though. It doesn't really matter. But that's what I'm going to put in that 460. And then Ryan is sending us a different set of bearings and different set of seals. And I'll do a judgment call depending on what the seals are that he sends me. And whatever seals I think are the best, I'll roll with for that 460. And I don't think I've got a piston. I might have to contact Ryan again and see if he's got MS 460 piston, because I have this OEM cylinder right here that's very nice that I've already done machine work on. I've already cut the chamber and I've already cut the base, but I've done no porting to it at all yet. But this is an absolute. It looks like I've got the exhaust laid out. But I'd have to recheck that, and I'd have to recheck the tolerances and clearances and on all that if I'm putting it to a different saw. But I have a nice OEM cylinder for that, and let me set this over here, guys. I'll be back over there. So I have that beautiful OEM cylinder. I would like either a Highway or Meteor or OEM piston for that. Oh, look, I might have an OEM piston. I don't think I do, though. I think I used it in that last one. But either way, I'll have to contact Ryan and get a high quality piston for that. And I believe he sent an SKF bearings for that build. And then probably pick up a set of Caber rings. Let's see, what else is there? I'll probably reach out to bluesaws.com and seems how I sold that blue saw. So I was gonna take the handlebar, the brake flag, and the muffler off this, and I was gonna steal the covers, because I have, on a 660 anyway, I have dyed these covers black. Those covers, they're not horrible, but they're really dull. And if I'm gonna split the cases and spiff that thing all up, I might as well try to make that a really nice saw. The gas tank's kind of grimy on it, so I'm thinking about smoking the gas tank black on that and then doing covers black. And I think I'll reach out to Blue Saws and see if I can get a muffler, chain brake, maybe another wrap handle, and a set of covers. And then we'll split the cases on that and completely rebuild that saw. I'll do a custom one-off 460 build, and then I'll probably, I don't know, either keep it or just end up sending it down the road. I ended up sending my other 460 down the road as well. I typically don't tend to keep my 460s when I've got 3 sweet running 461s. They're the same physical size or whatever, and I don't know, I just really digging what them 461s are doing. But both them 460s I built, they ran like the dickens, so they'll run too. So, but I don't know, maybe I'll do a West Coast blacked out version of that OEM one there, and we'll just, I'm not scared to run aftermarket plastics. Them blue 660 plastics I blacked out. Look, I don't personally dig the blue color myself. Couple parts aren't horrible. Like, I think if it had a blue side cover, blue rewind, blacked out covers, and probably like a gray tank like with the Neotech or whatever, that would probably look a lot better with the white cases. That would probably look pretty spiffy. But all blue is just too much for me. I think, to bust the color up some. So, kind of like the Neotech's got too much orange. But, yeah, let's see here. Waiting for this snowy weather that we've had. Put a lot of my buddies behind them. Waiting for my buddy Nate to come down and pick up his 2 Dalmars. He's got that 7900 and that other one that I put that solo top end in quite a few months ago. Those 2 are done. Them are ready to pick up. The owner of that 61 is hopefully going to be down this week. They both them guys plow snow, so and Nate lives pretty healthy jump away. He's up north quite a ways, so I understand it's rough for him to get out and about, especially in this crummy weather. And then the guy that owns that 500i, he's supposed to be stopping by, and I might be doing a deal with him too. He's supposed to be bringing some parts. Might be knocking some off the bill on that one to get parts, because I have another Neotech kit saw that I'll have to get that out and lay that out sometime or another. It looks really high quality compared to the last kit saw that I've ever put together. But I was thinking of seating OEM crank, flywheel, coil, carburetor, and top end into a Neotech 660 kit saw. I'm building a, kind of like I did with that 460, just build an absolute best high quality, because it is getting hard to find, nice shape 660 stuff anymore. So, but if you go and buy a clapped out, smashed up 660, it's nice to know that you can steal the hard-working, good, solid internals out of it and put it in an aftermarket chassis and still have a very, very viable, solid, good-looking work saw. And then if you do crunch something, you don't feel as bad if a tree smacks it and busts your handle, top cover, or rewind off it or whatever. You can just get on eBay or contact Blue Saws or other aftermarket dealers. There seem to be quite a few of them out there. But I mean, you type 660 on eBay or Amazon and tons of parts pop up. But I strongly suggest, before purchasing off from eBay or whatever, give Blue Saws a call and just tell them what you're looking for. And these guys are super fast shipping. Anytime I've ever had a problem, like that one kit that I bought, the carburetor was junk. He just sent me a replacement carburetor. No questions asked. Just dropped me a carb in the mail. Got it, and that carburetor worked flawlessly. So I think he sent me a Hylac, if I remember. But yeah. So yep. But I don't know when I'm gonna get to that 660. I was originally going to build it for Clone Wars, but I don't think I'm going to participate in Clone Wars this year. I've sold off pretty much every aftermarket 372 I've got 2 Farmer Tech ones still, but they're built with OEM cranks, and the one's got an OEM cylinder, so that will not qualify for Clone Wars. I still, however, I guess if I do participate, I still got the counterfeit 372 sitting underneath the bench over there. And but truth be told, I mean, you get what you pay for $150, Alibaba hunk of junk. The oil pump is not working again on that thing. That's why I haven't made any videos or played with it. I need to tear it down. And I got another brand new aftermarket oil pump. I need to switch that oil pump out, get that thing running again. But part of me, let me pause you. Alrighty. Part of me down in this tote of stuff down here, I've got a good OEM crank, flywheel, I believe coil in there too, or maybe I don't have the coil. And I got OEM oil pump. I got a set of OEM cases down in there for 372, and I'm sitting there looking at that counterfeit, and I really don't mind the plastics on that. The plastics, for $150 saw, the plastics are the best plastics that I have ever come across. The plastics are incredible on that thing. And I shot some lube down the throttle cable, and that helped with that stiff throttle cable. So I can't help but looking at that thing, I'm half tempted to just cannibalize that thing, to resurrect an OEM one and make it look pristine. And then, I don't know, I'll have that good running. That's got a Farmer Tech cylinder in it now. I forget what piston I put in it, but I don't know. Maybe I'll put that all back together with ugly looking parts and send it down the road too. I don't know. Or maybe I'll sell off the ported short block on it. Just the guess on that thing's probably, the cylinder I used on that with the muffler mod that it's got, it's probably between 7 3/4 and 8 horsepower. I don't think it's much more than that. So I don't know. I got so many darn different projects going on, but I got that project there, and that's going to take some cleaning. But as far as that saw goes, I don't trust it one iota to go out and be used in the field. It's fine if you want to goof off with it on the wood pile or something, but the way the crankshaft feels in that thing, and how the oil pump's already crapped out, and the original cylinders somewhere around here somewhere, you should not be able to take a cheap Chinese screwdriver that's soft to begin with and lay it on the plating and just gull it like it's polished aluminum. That cylinder, the nickel sill on the side of it scrapes off just as easy as a bare aluminum bore. So that tells you the junk quality that they put in there. The sacrificial metal on that was the cylinder itself. The piston's more abrasion resistant than the cylinder is. But I'm thinking about killing that saw to build that one, and then I don't know, maybe I'll bolt a bunch of scabby looking parts on that and send it down the road, or maybe I'll just steal all the bits and pieces out of it. I should split the case on the thing and see how the case is. If the case is as nice as the plastics, then that might be a viable option to seat OEM stuff into that one. But I don't have another, unless I cannibalize that one, I don't have another OEM crank. So yeah, but I think my next project on the bench is going to be trying to get this one cracked out. It's what I want to do, I think. Yeah, I think I might get the bench cleaned up, get this laid out, and at least start getting things machined up for it. But I've blabbered on here enough, but that's the updates. I'm still not sure what I'm going to do with the 360 kit saw that's sitting right down there. I was hoping my one buddy that's got a tree service, he's got a couple dead saws that I'm super interested in, and he was looking for another ground saw for his ground crew, and they're pretty hard on stuff, and I was thinking about doing some wheeling and dealing with them on that 360 and getting them other saws that I want, but he's not got back a hold of me yet. So, but yep, so the 394, 550, and the G466, and I believe that 660 clone has all been claimed. The stroker's still available, and I've had a couple of people ask me what's been done to this. This is almost 100 cc's. It's got a 40 millimeter stroke crank. There is full builds of this on the channel. Just type my name in and type 661 stroker, and the videos should pop up or scroll through my channel. They're in there. I don't know how to put links up to them or any of that stuff, so I don't know how to do that stuff, but I can't help but to think if that don't sell pretty soon, I might tear it back down and stuff hotter numbers in it and see what happens, and maybe turn that thing into my 6-cube saw. That's an idea. But for the time being, I was just going to run my other 661 that's sitting right there. That thing's pretty nasty. I was just going to run that in the 6-cube, even though it's a little under. But yeah, so if I do get to go, it'll be one of my 50s, the 461, the 365, and that 661 in vintage. I think the oldest saw I have, and it ain't even built or nothing, is that 10 millimeter. That 10 millimeter red switch 044. I think that's my oldest saw next to the Max. I know I got a 710 that's got an air leak buried in there. I blew up the one on the corner that I ported, and then I bought that one for parts for that one, and I haven't even been into it. I think that would be my only viable option right now. I think the cutoff for that was 1990, and I think that's what year that saw was a 90 or 91. I can't remember, but I think that's my oldest. I think that's my oldest saw at the moment. That's runnable. That's not even built. It's only got a dual port cover I put on it. I still have the original. Cover sitting up there that goes to that saw. I did videos on it. I should get that thing out and make more videos on it. It's dusty, but she is for an all German model. She is very, very clean for an oldie. She's in great shape. And then I got my old Worksaw 440 there. That's ported. I recall that was about 7.5 horse. Nothing crazy. Just a good solid work saw. Then I got that 600p there. That's that 73cc one that Joe built. And I don't know, I've been ho-humming around thinking about maybe getting rid of that thing too. I don't know. It's more of a toy than anything. But so I've blabbered on here enough. You guys have a good one.